You guys, so the next movie is Marty Supreme, and I got to see this again a couple of weeks ago, so I'm now recording my reviews, and I have actually sat on all of these films now, so it's not recency bias. So yes, I thought Marty Supreme was a great movie. It's not a perfect 5 out of 5 like Hamnet, but it's very, very close. I thought that Timothée Chalamet's performance was the absolute best in this. He really, really did do it perfectly, and he did this character perfectly as well. Obviously it's an original story, and you don't know where it's going, and it's very interesting, and it's very like fast paced, and it keeps going and going and going, and there's no rest really, or any part where it slows down a bit. It's just one thing after the other in terms of the events of the movie. I don't want to spoil this because I think it's really important that you go into this and you're aware of, like, with little awareness of what happens. And yeah, it was a ride. It was a very, very fast-paced New York style ride, in terms of like the way that it's made. All the little story arcs that happen one after the other is very interesting. It keeps you going, but the downside to that is that it can get too much, and for me I felt like it started to become repetitive in the way that, yes, he's just about gonna get the thing that helps him win the table tennis, or like helps him get to the table tennis tournament, and then bam, that doesn't work, and then it happens again and again and again and again and again, and every single avenue he takes is just like, you feel like maybe there's hope, and then no, the hope is taken away. And I guess it's like a way to like just like hammer it into the audience's head, but to me I felt like it was done a little bit too much, so it got a bit repetitive for me. I mean, I feel like after 3 versions of him trying different things, then yeah, I get it. I get how desperately he wants this. I get how desperately he wants to go to the table tennis tournament and win and prove himself against the person that he lost against. So I understand that, but it got a bit too repetitive for me. So that's my main gripe with this, but I still understand that it's amazing in the way that it does it, and it keeps you like going and like going through this ride with him and his story and the people around him. So, you know, for me it was a personal issue, but for other people, you may absolutely love it, and you may absolutely watch this and be like, amazing. Apparently Shiraz has watched Uncut Gems. I have not seen Uncut Gems, but it's very familiar in the way that in the fast-pacedness of it. So I can't really vouch for that. Both of those movies are directed by Josh Safdie. He does an amazing job, and apparently this movie was also co-written by him. It's written really well, and the characters are doing a phenomenal job. The humor lands at the right time that it should land. The characters feel very real and feel very, very apropos to New York. Timothée Chalamet playing Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme is an absolutely insufferable person to be around, but you can kind of see the charm there with his character. The score was amazing. It keeps you going, it keeps you pumped up with all of these beats that are happening one after the other. So I think it's a really, really well made movie. I just think it does some things a little too much, and it repeats itself a little bit. So for me it's a 4.5 out of 5, purely for that reason. But I am also very happy if it does win an Oscar over Hamnet. It's still a great movie. I just don't see myself thoroughly enjoying the repetitiveness of it constantly, but everything else was perfect in my opinion. So yeah, that's where I stand on Marty Supreme. Let me know what you think about this and what your views and opinions are as soon as you watch this. It's a really good movie. I do recommend you watch this, and yeah, till next time guys.